So I'll start sharing my entire screen. The first point for the lab session is on your desktop, you will be having VMware Workstation, right? So I click on the VMware Workstation Pro, right? So this is a virtual machine which has been installed in your system. So initially you will be having Windows Server 2003, and here I have a pass button. Before it was not a pass button, just you will be having Windows Server 2003 Standard Edition, right? So once you have this edition, what happens? Obviously, so you go for clicking on the resume button, right? Resume this virtual machine. If I don't have the pass button here, it will be
లేదు
asking, it will
అట్లా
be
ఎదుగులోకి
asking
వచ్చా
it will be asking start the virtual machine. So I'll click on resume virtual machine, right? So once I start pressing resume virtual machine, it starts your VMware workstation. So you are new. So now we are not in your old operating system. Now you are entering into a new virtual system, right? So once the virtual system is enabled and is installed, right? So this is how your infrastructure looks. This is how your window looks. Now you are in a virtual machine, right? So once you have a machine like this, initially you need to click these three buttons. Then only you can have this particular screen. It will be asking administrator and password. You don't go for giving any password here. And I click on OK. The screen opens. Once the screen opens, you have to click on this Control Alt Del, right? So once I click on this Control Alt Del button, then only this screen will be visualizing, right? Now, as I told, you have your administrative tools. So once you go to your administrative tools, you have to start your Informatica server. Yes, you have to start your Informatica server. So to start your Informatica server, I click on services. Once I click on the services, I will be getting all the services of my Windows, right? Windows Server 2000, right? I go for selecting my Informatica here, right? So if it is here initially it looks like this Informatica and you don't have any status here. So you have to right click or you can select this Informatica and click on the start button. So immediately the status will be changing to started. Immediately the status will be changing to started. So once it is done, what you do, you go for minimizing this particular services. So I minimize this particular services. So before going to your Informatica, you have to check your source table and the target table, right? So I go to SQL Plus. I go to SQL Plus and I press the username as Scott and password as Tiger and the host string as Oracle. So once I click on this, you will be getting your SQL prompt, right? Once you get your things into your SQL prompt, then what you have to do, I have to check my source table. What is my source table here? The source table is EMP table. Yes, EMP table is available, right? So what I have to do now, I have to go for finding how many records are there in my EMP table. So select start from EMP. So you have 14 records. So my working scenario of your Informatica is whatever the tables I have in this SQL plus the 14 records, I have to transform into another table, target table, right? And in that target table, I have to move these 14 records to the target table through your Informatica. Because Informatica is you extract this particular EMP data and you load that particular Informatica repository, and from that repository you transform into the target repository, and again you get back the things to your SQL, right? So this is what you need to. So what I have to do, I have to create my target table. So what is my target table? This EMP target underscore EMP target underscore EMP. Kalyan, will you keep quiet?
అమ్మ దానికి డబ్బులు వేసేట చేతికి ఇస్తా డబ్బులు.
Kalyan, please mute your mic. Right. So you need to go for creating the target table. So how I need to create? Already I have created in the previous lab, right? Again I will create. So I want to create table, and the table name is target underscore EMP1. I'm creating because this is already created, right? So how the structure of your target table should be same as your source table. What is your source table? EMP is your source table. So what I have to do, you have to go for creating the target table as the structure of your EMP table. The structure has to be copied. Yes, where 1 equal to 2. Okay. EM. So what happens here? Table has been created. So you have to remove all the records in that particular table, because I have created the table just as your EMP. So in EMP you have all 14 records. I have to delete all the 14 records. Yes. So I go for truncate. Truncate table target underscore EMP1. So table is truncated. Now I check whether the records are there in the target table or not. So select star from target. Just now I created target underscore EMP1. So no rows are selected. So once no rows are selected, I commit. So now I have two tables. One table is EMP table and another table is target EMP1, where I don't have any records in target underscore EMP1. Yes. So this is what happens in target underscore EMP1. Right. So what you do now, whatever the 14 records you have in your EMP, that has to be transmitted to your target EMP. That is your job now. So for that, I have 4 components. Before going to the components, I go to the workflow manager, because I want to create my own repository, right? So if I want to create my own repository, I go for workflow manager. So once I click on the workflow manager, this is the IDE for your workflow manager. And here you have a repository navigator. So in this repository navigator, you will be having the admin repository, because admin has to go for creating your own repository. So I click on the admin and it will be asking the username and password, and it will be connecting. Right. So here in the previous lab, we have created one repository, and already it is created another repository, Sunita, and another repository sample. So what I do, I should go for creating the new thing. So what I do here, workflow, sorry ma'am. Sorry. I have to go for workflow, repository manager. Sorry. Repository manager. So right click, connect, Tiger. So in the previous lab, we have created 3 folders, 3 sub-repositories you have created under your main admin. So under main admin, you have 3 sub-repositories. Now you want to create a new repository. So what I have to do, I have to go for folder and I create. What is my repository? My repository is 19121F0039. Right? 39 is my repository. So what all the things I have to do? I have to go for reading, I have to go for writing, I have to go for executing. Then click on OK. Click on OK. You can see the message now. The folder has been successfully created. Click on OK. And now I can see the new folder, right? The folder name is 19121F0039. Yes, my repository is created. Likewise, every student has to create their own repositories with their roll numbers. And I close this repository manager. The next task is I need to go for designer. So coming to the designer, right? This is your designer component. And in this designer component, again, you have to go to the repository navigator, where in the repositories you go for having admin and you connect Tiger, right? And you can see here a new folder, right? So in this new folder, you can see all the things, the business components, the sources, targets, cubes, dimensions, transformations, maplets, and mapping. So what all the components we have discussed in the previous class, all the components you are going to see here. Right. So what I have to do now, the first 2 steps are you need to import the source table and you need to import the target table. So if I need to go for source table and target table, what I have to do? Go to the tools. So first what I have to do, I have to import the source table. So I click on, so before you can see on the menu, you don't have any other menus except repositories, edit, view, tools, versioning, windows and help. Now you go to the source analyzer. You go to the source analyzer. Then immediately you can see a new menu option here, right? Which is a sources. So I click on the source button. So in the source button, you have import from database. Import from database. So you have to, every student has to go for creating its own ODBC data source. If they want to create their own ODBC data source, you have to click on 3 dots, which is called as an Eclipse. You call that 3 dots as a Eclipse, and you have to select the system DSN. You not the user DSN, because each and everyone will be working on its own server. That is why you have to select system DSN and go for adding. You are now creating your own DSN, right? So you go for clicking on the add. So once I click on the add, then to which DSN you have to select, because I am working in my Oracle SQL Plus. The related ODBC is Oracle ODBC driver. I select, I click on the button finish. And what is my source DSN? 19121F0039 is my name of the DSN. So this name should be one time you create and you will be using for all the remaining experiments. For every experiments, no need to create the DSN. First time when you are starting your mapping, you have to create your DSN. So once the DSN is created, then you can use the same DSN for all the programs, right? So you go for having your own DSN, and the service name you have to give it as Oracle, and your user ID is as usual Scott, and you click on OK button. Now you can see 19121F0039 underscore DSN, which is a driver which you are using is Oracle ODBC driver is successfully created. You click on OK button. Now you click on this combo box which displays a new DSN just now you have added. So you can see a new DSN here which you have added just now, and username is as usual Spot is your name, and password is your Tiger, and you click on the connect. So what data I have to go for selecting the source table. So that is why I have selected in the tool source analyzer, and I got these sources. So what I have to do, my source table is EMP. So I click on the EMP button and I click on OK. Now, once you click on the sources under your DSN, you can see here EMP is being imported from your backend Oracle SQL Plus to your Informatica Power Center Designer. So immediately you can, as we told yesterday, this is your repository navigator, this is your workspace, and this is your output pane or output window, where I can see all the notifications of what you are going to do. So I have received, imported your source table. So what I have to do, go to the repository, click on the save button. So immediately you can see here the source 39 DSN EMP record is being, EMP table is being inserted into your repository admin folder. In that folder, your EMP table is being inserted successfully. Yes, so my source has been imported. Next, what I have to do, I have to import my targets. So if I want to import my target, what I have to do, I have to go for tools, and what is the next component? Warehouse designer. So to import your target table, I have to select the warehouse designer. So once I click on this warehouse designer, then you get automatically the targets menu option. So I click on the target. So from where you want to import, either you want to import from database or a normal text file, or you want to import any XML definition, you can go for working with these three types of data in your Informatica. And in the previous class, I have said so many data types in advanced versions of your Informatica designer, you can work with them, like Sybase or Fox Pro or Microsoft Access. You all have in the latest versions, but in our old version, this is, we can go for importing from the database, import from the file, and import only XML definitions is possible, right? So you go for importing from the database. What is your DSN here? My DSN is 1912F0039 underscore DSN. I select my DSN, and spelling should be given correct. All should be in the lower case. And Tiger, Scott Tiger is in the lower case. And once I give the credentials of user and password, I click on the connect button. Immediately I will get my PLSQL connected because I have connected through my Oracle ODBC driver. So where is my target table? So what I have created, EMP underscore target one. So I select that one. Yes, I have got that under my targets. So you can see here under targets, I have imported my EMP underscore target one from my Oracle SQL Plus. And go to repository and click on the save button. So once I click on the save button, you can see here the target EMP1 is being inserted into your repository admin folder 191210039. Yes, it is been inserted. Right. So what we have to do next? We have to go for next option. So you have now source table and you have target table. So you can see both the source table is there, the target table is there. Next, what you have to do? You have to go for mappings. Because you are not creating the maplets, you have to go for mappings. So I didn't get a plus symbol here, right? So if I want a plus symbol and I want a new mapping to be included again, what I have to do? I have to go for tools. So once I click on the tools, you will be having mapping designer. And I click on the mapping designer, immediately the menu option mappings will be enabled. So I create my mapping. So what is my mapping? My mapping is simple mapping because I am just transmitting the data from source to target. I am not doing any filter conditions or any other thing I am not doing. So just I will be transforming the data from my source table to target table through your Informatica Power Center Designer, which is a ETL tool. So I give my mapping name. So what I have to do? I have to drag and drop my EMP table. So once I drag and drop my EMP table, you can see here the two. One is a main definition of your EMP table and another one is the source qualifier of your EMP. So why you got this two? As I said in the previous class, this is a replica of your original source. And whatever the modifications you want to do, you can go for doing in this replica without disturbing your source definition. Right? Source definition of your Informatica will not be corrupted. If any changes is to be done, it will be done only in the SQ_EMP, which is a source qualifier. Next, what I have to do, I will drag and drop my EMP target. So once I drag and drop my EMP target, what are the five things I have? I have only EMP number, name, salary. So I don't want this. I want some other thing. So what I do, I want all the records. So I have another table which has been created. Let's see. So you can have the same table. So target underscore EMP available. Tools mapping design. So what I do, instead of EMP, I have only 4 records there. I have previously created my target EMP where the structure of both my source and the target are same here. You can see both the tables. The data type should be matching. EMP number, and the data type also should be matching. It is decimal 4, number 4. String 10, varchar 210. String 9, varchar 9. Right, decimal 4, decimal. Date 19. If this is not matching, your length of the records is not matching and your data types are not matching, then what happens? Your transformation is not possible. Right. So that is why you have to match both your data types as well as the precision values. So I have got my target table. Now what I have to do? I have to go for establishing the link. So to establish the link, what I do? I go for layout. Layout is another option in the menu, and you have an option called auto link. So from where to where you want to link? From SQ_EMP to target underscore EMP. You want to link the files. So from SQMP to target underscore EMP, I want to establish the links. Apply now. Okay. So you can see all the links have been created. Yes. And finally, you save. And in the output pane, you can see the mapping. Simple mapping is valid mapping and this mapping is being inserted into your repository. What is your repository? 19121F0039 is your repository. It has been included. Yes, so once again, if I try to save, I will get this is already saved. If any changes is to be done, then only you have to go for changing. So now my mapping is ready. That means my design is ready. My algorithm is ready. My flowchart is ready. Now I need to write a program, right? So I need to execute this particular design. So for that, we need to go for workflow manager. So once I click on the workflow manager, you can see this IDE, right? So in this IDE, we can go for click on the admin connect. And always username and password is the source and tiger. And what is your repository? Your repository is now, because I am doing in this repository 19121F0039. So I click on the repository. So I can see here tasks, sessions, and workflows. You will be working with these three. So first I need to go for creating the session. So how I need to go for creating the session? So go to the tools, select task developer. Select task developer. Immediately you get the tasks here. You create the task. What is the task now? Because this is a session, I create, this is a simple mapping session, simple session. So I am creating my task now, create. So whatever the mapping I have created here in the designer, that mapping will be automatically comes here. So for that session, I have to select this particular design. So I select this design and click on OK. Done. Yes. Go to the repository, save. Right. So now my simple session is being created. So just we have created, you have mapped the mapping. What the task you want to do, the whatever the design you have drawn here, that design you have taken here, that's all. Now you have to go for setting up the properties. So to set the properties, what I have to do, click on the simple session, right? Go to the mappings tab, go to the mappings tab, and you have here SQEMP. You have here SQEMP. So before I want to go for making this SQEMP and target setting properties, I have to go for creating my connection. So I have created the session. Yes, very good. Done. Now we need to go for connection. So to which I have to connection, because I am working with my Oracle SQL Plus, I have to go for relational database. So I select the relational database, which is a connection browser. Right. So what I have to do, I have to go for selecting Oracle. New. What is the name? Name of the user is always the Scott. Here I have to give correct spellings. If I give wrong spellings, it will not work out. So always the connection string should be in a lower case. Again, I will check the tiger also should be in the lower case. And the name, whatever the name you want, you can go for giving the name. I go for giving the name as source underscore 19121F0039. Right? So this is my source I created, and my user is, because I want to have a relational connection with my Oracle SQL Plus. So I select my relational connection and I select my connection string. I click on the OK. Now you can see here the source underscore my relation connection is established for the source table. Similarly, I need to create for the target table. Right, so I go for creating for the target table as target 19121F0039. Yes, we have the username as Scott. password as Tiger, and connection string as Oracle. Click on OK. Now you got your two relational connections. One is for the source and another is for the target. Close it. Yes, close. Now I double click on my session which is being created. Go to the mappings tab. What is your source? This is my source because I am not doing anything to my main source definition EMP. Whatever the changes I want to do, I can do only in the SQ underscore EMP, right? So I select SQMP and relation connection. I have to go for giving. Just now I created my relation connection as source underscore your roll number. Click on OK. And similarly, you select your target and you have to select your relational connection by clicking on the browse button, target, okay. And your load type is normal, right? Always, if you are not selecting your load type as normal, you will get a fail. Definitely, this load type has to be changed from bulk to normal and click on the apply and click on OK. Okay. Now my mappings features and properties have been set, right? And my task developer is ready. Now I need to go for executing this. To execute this simple session, I have to go for workflow designer. Once I click on the workflow designer here, immediately I will get the workflows. Click on the workflow. And the name of the workflow is simple underscore workflow. Right? Simple underscore workflow. So once I have the simple underscore workflow, sorry, right? I click on OK. So you will get this arrow mark. And under the sessions you have created, this is your workflow and you have given the name as simple. And this is already created simple session, drag and drop. Drag and drop your simple session. Now I want this workflow to be executed. So to have my workflow to be executed, I have to connect it to my workflow. So I go to the task, I select the link task, I click from start to a simple session and I save. I save. So now you can see the simple workflow has been inserted and your workflow is valid workflow. Yes, my task is done. Now what we have to do, right click on this particular workflow and start workflow. Then immediately your workflow starts executing, right? You can see how it is executing and you can see here the succeed message, which this is another component. What is this component? Informatica Power Center Workflow Monitor. So in this, whatever the executions you have made, the related to that execution, the simple workflow and the session is being success or not, it will be displayed. If it is failed, if any one of the thing is failed, then your experiment is wrong. If you get both as a status succeed, then you can say it is successful. Yes, my source data is being successfully transmitted to the target data. So I want to check that. So if I want to check that, where I will check, I go to my designer. Click on the preview data of the target. Before, when I check in the Oracle SQL Plus, I found no records. Now, whether the records are there in my target EMP or not, I have to check. So what is my source DSN? The same. Roll number followed by DSN, which you have created, and username is Scott. So always I have to check whether I am using capital letters or small letters. For the password, it is sensitive, so I go for using the. So now you can see all the 14 records right? So all the 14 records has come to your target underscore EMP. In the designer itself, you can see. No, I want to see in my Oracle. If you think, then you can go to your SQL Plus and you can have select star from target underscore EMP. So now you can see the 14 records has been successfully transmitted from EMP table to target underscore EMP. Clear, ma? So this is a complete experiment where you are having a simple transformation of a record from source to the target. From source to the target. So what I am doing, I have closed. So it is asking to power off the button. So I can click on the power off button. So immediately my workflow has been, my virtual machine is switched off and I come to my normal regular operating system. Right? And likewise,